When I was in the 6th grade, I finally had the guts to join the basketball team, or at least go to tryouts. And the reason why it was very hard for me to go to tryouts is because they wouldn't ever announce when tryouts were going to happen. And by the time I knew about it, the season was already starting. It should be noted that at Marion Manor, they only had basketball and cheerleading. But in the 6th grade, I became more on the lookout. And when they announced they were going to have tryouts, I took the opportunity. I remember when they told us the date and time they were going to have the first tryout. Sergio Jimenez laughed when he saw me gather. Once they gave us the info, we started playing basketball and suddenly Sergio shoved me and he said, "Get out of here." Just kidding. I became upset and walked away. I asked my friend Ray Cedillo if his grandma could take us to tryout, because the previous year his grandma would take me to Thomas Manor Elementary School where the games would take place. Ray was on the basketball team and I just wanted to check it out to see how it was like. Another thing that motivated me to go to tryouts was whenever I would shoot some hoops during lunch or PE, I would always make the shot. And one day some kid told me that I could make the team, so that boosted my self-esteem and confidence. I also realized the health benefits it could have provided, such as weight loss and motivation. So the day came for tryouts, and it was around 6 or 7 in the afternoon, because I remember it was already dark outside. My mom made me dinner first, and I remember I ate 2 pizzas on French bread. Ray's grandma said she would call when she arrived to pick me up, and finally she came and I didn't exactly have a panic attack. I just got anxious and my legs were all shaking. When we got there, some kids were already there, and Raymond Nettles wanted to go to tryouts, but his mom said that she couldn't come back to pick him up, and they argued as they left. The coach came, and he turned out to be the dad of a girl named Clarissa. So we spent the next 30 minutes learning how to dribble the ball while running, how to actually throw the ball into the hoop, and I learned what it meant when the coach told us to keep an eye on the ball. It turned out all right. Then Ray's grandma came back to pick us up and I sat in the front. I remember I wore a muscle shirt with a basketball with the word basketball on it and a sweater because it was starting to get cold in late October. We were on Barrett Street, stopped at the light on North Loop Drive. It was quiet when Ray's grandma said, "Cover yourself up." She then started shouting, "You never leave a game without covering yourself up. Ever. You always cover yourself up after a game. Always." Although I acted like it was cool, in my mind I felt like shit. Like, oh man, I knew I would fuck up one way or another. I just knew it. We arrived home and Ray escorted me. I was still shaky, but I decided not to pursue it any further, letting the brief moment bring me down. I told my mom about it, and she tried to assure me that she didn't mean it in a mean way, but still, I said screw it, I never want to try out again. After missing 2 tryout sessions, Ray asked me why I hadn't been calling, and I told him to tell his grandma that I changed my mind, but I never said the truth. Eventually the season began and a new kid named Jesus Rodriguez took the spot that could have been mine, but I didn't care, even though it was kind of sad. I never saw Ray's grandma again, and I wasn't angry at her, but at the same time I never forgave her. I just forgot. You know, let bygones be bygones. Even though it was just one tryout, I actually learned a lot. When I was in group therapy, it was either in 2014 or 2015 when I told the story, and one of the guys in the group said that the reason why you need to cover yourself up after exercise is because you could get sick. And then I said to myself, Well, why instead of yelling at me like that, why didn't Ray's grandma just tell me that? It is kind of sad that I had hopes and dreams that were shattered because I had to let one error destroy my confidence, and I missed out on a lot. But oh well.